position, 00 Kip Moore, the 09 of Dale Fuller, the red 4, Bob Waring Jr., 1C Lynn Geisler, 34 Bobby Burgess, and a 74 of Dudley Dow. Not wasting any time. The green flag is out. We're underway. Mark Petrucci in the 5 down low. Up top goes the 7K of Randy Kimmel. And he's your leader down the back straightaway. The Bob Kimmel's used car 7K from South Connellsville. Through 3 and 4, your leader. The 5 side by side for second. It'll be the yellow 5. The Bradish Auto Sales 5 of Lou Bradish moving into the runner-up spot. Mark Petrucci third. Bob Waring Jr. in car 4 runs fourth. Fifth to 00 Kip Moore. Then it's the number 1 Concord Automotive 1C of Lynn Geisler. Look at Bradish coming through the bottom of turn 4. The Bradish Auto Sales 5. Your leader that time by 7K Randy Kimmel second. Petrucci still third. Waring fourth. Geisler now fifth. Kip Moore runs sixth in the 00. Then it's Bobby Burgess in car 34. The 09 of Dale Fuller. And a 74 of Dudley Dow. In turn 4, still Bradish showing the way. Lynn Geisler on the top side of the Speedway trying to move into fourth. The number 1 Concord 1C around the 4 of Bob Waring Jr. as they exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. Geisler now underneath the 5 of Mark Petrucci moving into third. Petrucci slipping in turn 4 and Geisler moves to third. Our 1994 track champion. Still Bradish your leader. Kimmel second. Geisler running third. Petrucci fourth. Waring is fifth. Then Moore, Burgess, Fuller, and Dow at the halfway point. Lynn Geisler pressuring Randy Kimmel now for a second as they exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. Kimmel still in the runner-up spot. Geisler moves to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Exiting turn 4, Geisler and Kimmel wheel to wheel for second. Bradish leading by a straightaway in the 5. Geisler and Kimmel continue their duel. Off of turn 2, close down the back straightaway into turn 3. Geisler noses into second, and he makes the pass stick in turn 4. Kimmel third now. Petrucci still fourth. Bob Waring Jr. in car 4, running in the 5th position with 3 laps to go. Then it's Kip Moore to 00, 34 Bobby Burgess, 09 Dale Fuller. All still on the lead lap. 2 to go. Lou Bradish way out in front. Flag is waving. 1 lap to go. Dudley Dow pitting in car 74. The Bradish Auto Sales 5 from Chester, West Virginia, your leader through turns 3 and 4. Your opening heat race for the Wilson late models to Lou Bradish. Second to Lynn Geisler. Randy Kimmel will take third. Mark Petrucci fourth and Bob Waring Jr. fifth. Lou Bradish led most of last week's feed. Dennis Curry. 99 Ben Miley. The 2 of Mike Johnson. 84 tonight is John Flinner. Car 40 Ricky Thomas. T3 Keith Zimmerman. And the 48 of Ben Belich. Up to speed off of turn 4. The green is out. Wilson late models rolling to turns 1 and 2 for their second qualifier. The now leads. Miley is second. Down the back straightaway. Johnson moves to third. In car number 2. Decine running fourth. John Flinner in the 84 works the inside. He'll move to the 4th spot coming off of turn number 4. The Mag Shop Melkwood Racing Engines T8 of Mark Bernal continues to be your leader with Ben Miley running second. Third, the 2 of Mike Johnson. 84 Steve Baker, 84 John Flinner fourth. Decine in the 1 still runs fifth. And it's Ricky Thomas, Keith Zimmerman, and Ben Belich. Dillonville, Ohio. Off the fourth turn, continues to set the pace. 6 laps remaining, 6 to go. Dan Miley staying in striking distance in second in the 99. Johnson in the 2 Steel third, 84 Flinner fourth. Race for fifth, the one of Tough to See, the 40 of Ricky Thomas. Halfway for your leaders there in turn one. The T8 of Mark Bernal up high that time in that first corner, and Miley closes the gap. Off at 2, it's still Bernal by 2 car lengths, making 3 as they enter turn number 3. Miley closing in. Back in the pack, the race for fifth continues. Ricky Thomas in car 40 and the one of Tough to See. Off of 4, Thomas in the 40 will move into the top 5. Look at Miley getting into the corners much better than Bernal, but Bernal seems to be the quicker of the 2 coming off. 3 laps to go. Laps down, 2 remaining. Your leaders in turn 1, the T8 of Mark Bernal, the 99 of Ben Miley, the 2 of Mike Johnson, the 84 of John Flinner, third and fourth, 40 Ricky Thomas by himself in fifth. Miley again able to close the gap in the middle of 3 and 4. The white flag is out, 1 lap to go. In turn 1, Miley almost getting alongside of Bernal's. Bernal's car again seems to get real high going into the corners. Checker flag this time by. Bernal, your leader, off of turn 4. And it will be Mark Bernal taking the win with Ben Miley second. 84, Mike Johnson third. 2, Mike Johnson third, 84, John Flinner fourth, and the 40 of Ricky Thomas completing your top 5. Mark Bernal, a little bit of a problem in turn 1 a couple of times, but the T8, the mag shot, Malcolm. Off the fourth turn, looking for the start of our first York Limited Late Model Heat Race. The green is out. Charlie Jasinski in the 11A, your leader in turns 1 and 2, 5, Rich Gasparovich second. Rick Armstrong in the 29 and third, 9C Doug Crawford fourth, and the 04 John Beatty. Looks like Crawford lost the engine. The Crawford's Refrigeration Fathead Saloon 9C of Doug Crawford losing a lot of blue smoke, and he slows down off the pace headed for the pits. The Castle Shannon driver headed to the pits. Charlie Jasinski, your leader. Side by side for second, the 29 of Rick Armstrong and the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. 04 John Beatty fourth, and the 31 of Brad Westover, followed by a smoking Dwayne Poffum in car 7. Armstrong in the 29, Gasparovich in the 5 continue their duel for the runner-up spot. Armstrong with the advantage in 1 and 2. And he'll make the pass stick down the back chute. Gasparovich third, John Beatty a close fourth in the 04, Westover still fifth in the 31, and Poffum in the 7. Dwayne Poffum down low in car 7, able to get by the 31 of Brad Westover for fifth. Poffum's car continues to blow smoke. Halfway this time by. 5 down, 5 to go. The Dawn Speed Shop 11A of Charlie Jasinski continues to set the pace. Rick Armstrong having a good run in the country coverage crash, 29. He's second. 5, Rich Gasparovich still third. 04, John Beatty, and the 7 of Dwayne Poffel follow him closely. Two laps to go, two laps remaining. John Beatty now in car 04 moves around the 5 of Rich Gasparovich up into third as they enter turn 3. White flag waving for your leader, Charlie Jasinski. In turn 4, Gasparovich back underneath Beatty. Down the front straightaway, the Brighton Heights Automotive. McCandless Auto Parts 04 has the third spot. Gasparovich fourth, and here comes the 7 of Dwayne Poffin closing on Gasparovich down the back straightaway. Checkered flag is out. York Limited Late Model Heat Race number 1 to the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. Rick Armstrong second. Beatty third. Gasparovich fourth, and Poffin complete your top 5. Charlie Jasinski. Jim Paul on the 44. Sammy Stow on the 26. Bring the field up to speed through 3 and 4. The green is out. Off of turn 2, Jim Paul on the 44 down low, Stow on the 26 in the middle, and here comes Curry in the 3 up high, just as he did last week. Rich Curry in car 3, but Stow will take that line away from him. Sammy Stow on the 26 off the 4th turn. He is the lead. Curry in the 3 trying to follow him to second. Stan Caroline Jr. in the fun one, pressuring Jim Paul as well. Good battle here. They're all bunched together. The Century Square Shop and Save 26 of Sammy Stow, your leader. 44, Jim Paul. 3, Rich Curry. Wheel to wheel for second. Followed by the 14 of Ed Dunn and the fun one of Stan Caroline Jr. Ricky Thomas now makes his way into 6th in car 99T. Curry up to second in car 3. Follows Stow, your leader, off of turn 2 down the back chute. 14, Ed Dunn trying to move into 3rd. Wheel to wheel with the 44 of Jimmy Paul. They continue that battle off of turn 4 into turn 1. Dunn in the 14, Curry in the 3 up high in turn 1. Dunn in the 14, down on the inside is the beneficiary. He takes over the second spot into Vincent's Pizza. Interstate Investigations 14. Sammy Stow continues to lead. Rich Curry third, and here comes Ricky Thomas. The L. Thomas Body Shop, J. Allen Steel 99 moving to 4th. Next in line for the Crown Buick GMC 3 of Rich Curry, who runs 3rd. Off the 4th turn. Halfway, 5 to go. Ed Dunn down low in turns 1 and 2 alongside of Stow, but Stow wins the race off of turn 2. He's still your leader. Curry running 3rd into 3. Thomas in the 99 4th. Thomas now trying to work the inside in the 99. He's underneath Curry. He'll take the 3rd spot as Ed Dunn goes for the lead. The Interstate Investigations, Vincent's Pizza 14 of Ed Dunn makes the pass. He's your new leader. Here comes Ricky Thomas. He started last, and he's now 2nd. 9 feature wins this year for the 99 of Ricky Thomas, looking for the lead off of turn 4. A couple of cars close there. 64, Andy Gattelis, the 3 of Rich Curry. As Curry gets pushed out of the groove again, he'll lose several spots. Curry may have a problem. He slows down. I think he may have a flat tire. We'll see. Ricky Thomas trying to take the lead from Ed Dunn coming off of turn 4. Down the front chute. It's still done. 2 laps to go into turn 1. Sal on the 26th third. 64 Andy Gattelis tries to pass him and does in turn 1. Gattelis up to third, Style 4. Jim Paul runs 5th. Curry doesn't have a flat tire. He's back up to speed into 3. White flag is waving. Final lap. Ed Dunn, your leader, trying to hold off track champion Ricky Thomas. Not an easy task. Down the back straightaway. The Vincent's Pizza. Interstate Investigations 14. Challenged by Ricky Thomas off of turn 4. Checkered flag will go to Ed Dunn. Thomas second. Gattelis third. Style 4th. And Jim Paul will take 5th. Ed Dunn, much improved in 1994. Car 14 holding off track champ Ricky Thomas. The 5Y is Kirk Young. 64 Chuck Mowry. 83 Mike Morgan. 47 Russ Dunn. 55 Bill Nepper. 75 Mel Minnick Jr. 50 George Bland and Jeff Scott in car 2. Green is out. Oh, 2 cars together going into 1. Eric Roberts in the 16, the 5 of Kirk Young. Roberts goes for a spin. Young continues along. Off the 4th turn, the green is out. Hey, Eric Roberts is 2 for 2 in the 16. No caution this time. He'll get it back underway. The green stays out. And your leader is the 10 of Alex Makar. 5Y, Kirk Young in second. 75, Mel Minnick Jr. third. 47, Russ Dunn runs 4th. Chuck Mowry in the 64. And Mike Morgan, the 83, dueling for the 5th spot. Car 2, Jeff Scott in the pits in a hurry. Off the back straightaway. And Mel Minnick Jr. second now on the Gary's Car and Truck Rental. 75, trying to track down the 10 of Alex Makar. Minnick in the 75, led most of the laps in last week's York Dealers Fall Classic 40. Led most of the laps. I think it was 18 or 19. But ended up third at the finish. Russ Dunn running third right now in this heat in the 47. Kirk Young in the 5 drops to 4th. Your 5th car is the 83 of Mike Morgan. The Jokes Body Shop Cox Machine 10 of Alex Makar leading. The Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. Halfway, 5 laps to go. Roberts dropping out in car 16. Roberts in the 16 headed to the pits. Have left the rest of the field behind, to say the least. Alex Makar in the 10, Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75. 2 laps to go. They lead by almost a half a track. 47, Russ Dunn in third. 5Y, Kirk Young fourth. 83, Mike Morgan runs 5th. After Morgan at 64, Chuck Mowry, 50, George Bland, and the 55 of Bill Nepper. White flag is waving. We've got 1 lap to go. fourth turn. The Jokes Body Shop Cox Machine 10 of Alex Maycar tonight takes the win in our third York Limited Late Model Heat. Mel Mini Jr. 75 will take second. 47 Russ Dunn is third. 5 Why Kirk Young fourth, and that race for fifth goes to the 83 of Mike Morgan. Alex Maycar certainly hasn't lost his touch. I think it's an interesting Chef Jack. Mr. Excitement, Joe back into 2, Willie White 55, Robert Freshour 83, 01 Frank Schneider, track champ Jeff Polishevsky into 10, 11 Pete Lauria 20, Dave Cork 1C Jim Zarin 57, Stashadowski, and the green is out. They ramble into turn 1. Look out, Stush! The slide for life. Whoa, we got a bumper or something coming off a car. Yellow is out. Debris on the speed. Folks at Calusi. They're located in Bridgeville, just off I-79 at the Bridgeville exit. Calusi Chevrolet. Jim Steffens at 38, 7Z Tony Shevchak bring the field off of turn 4. Green is out. Complete restart here for the spectator stocks. 01 Frank Schneider cannot return to the Speedway. Once you go into the pits during a heat race, you cannot return. Here comes Mr. Excitement, Jumpin' Joe back in that black number 2. 7Z Tony Shevchak on the outside. Wee Willie White in the 55 right behind Vaca. Side by side, bumper to bumper off the fourth corner. Steffens in the 38. Diesel Plumbing 38 shows the way. Joe Vaca says, we need a sponsor. No names on the side of the number 2. Looking for a sponsor. Believe me, you'll get your money's worth with him. Mr. Excitement. 55, Wee Willie White third. Track champ Jeff Polishevsky already the fourth in car 10. Pete Lauria in the 11 running fifth. Stashadowski with a right rear tire that is flat, and the Stush is out of service. Oh, we got a crash here in turn 1. Turn one has been the problem area here this evening. Tony Shetter, Steve Francis, Rick Eckert, Gary Stuhler, Chubb Frank, Dutch Davies, Booper Bear. We'll continue along here. Next break. 2 down. Green is back out here. Spectator stock heat race. Numero uno. And it's Joe Vaca on the outside. Mr. Excitement takes the lead at Ford. Running down the back straightaway like a black streak. Joe Vaca leads 38. Jim Steffens running second. Off of turn 4. Wee Willie White third in the 55. Pete Lauria in the 11. Jeff Polishevsky in the 10. Dueling it for the 5th spot. Right behind them, the 1C of Jim Zarin. We've lost a few in this heat. Way home, 4 laps down. Still Mr. Excitement, Joe Vaca, your leader in car 2. Going at it for third. 55, Wee Willie White, 10, Jeff Polishevsky. 1C, Jim Zarin, and the 11 of Pete Lauria. But Joe Vaca is showing his heels to the field in the 2. Running a strong second is the 38 of Jim Steffens. Lap to go. Yes, go 3 feet, 1 flag in. Off of turn 4, checkered flag waving for Mr. Excitement, Joe Vaca, Jim Steffen second. Look at that freight train for third. Like they were coming down the front straightaway, Talladega on those 4 cars. Willie White in the 55, 10 Jeff Bonashevsky, 11 Pete Laurie in the 1C of Jim Zarin. And your car is unscathed through the heats.
And Miss...
Off the turn 4, green is out. Spectator stock heat running down the front straightaway. Let's try and make it 3 wide into turn 1. Walker, the 93X on the inside, gets that advantage and takes the lead. Yellow is out. Oh, we've got all kinds of parts here on the front straightaway. Where'd that come from? That fall out of the sky or what? Fallout. Off the 4 turn, the green is out. This looks like the same start we had the first time. 3 wide into 1, and there he goes down on the inside. Rick Walker with the lead. No bumpers laying on the front straightaway this time, so we'll continue along. Tom Pascutis in the 3, trying to move to second. B4 Dave Slade and the 09 of Ralph Hysong Jr., 51 Ronald Patchen, and 92 Bob Heim next in line. Well, I tell you, these guys are going at it tonight. Ralph Hysong Jr. way down low in the 09, moving up into third. The Thrill Seekers, the Spectator stocks. The W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes. 93X of Rick Walker, your lead. The Bongiorno Records 3 of Tom Pascutis, the Bolger Bandit, running in the second spot. Then it's the Smiley's Tire, Hysong Sitco 09 of Ralph Hysong Jr. and the Sunrise Motors, Langbine Corvettes 51 of Ronald Patchen, followed by the Lowry's one on a load of 92 of Bob Heim. Halfway. 4 laps to go. Two laps to go. White flag is out. Rick Walker, your leader, but I tell you what, they're having a heck of a race behind him. 3 Tom Pascutis, 09 Ralph Hysong Jr., 51 Ronald Patchen, 92 Bob Heim. Positions up for grab here on the final circuit. Rick Walker means business tonight. The W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes 93X has checked out, and he'll take the win. Let's see what happens behind him. They're coming off of turn 4. It'll be the 3 of Tom Pascutis, 09 Ralph Hysong Jr., 51 Ronald Patchen, and 92 Bob Heim in that order. Blanket could have covered 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions.
Front of the heat race, though, it gave us a chance to get up there and win it.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Dawn.
61 Mark Alperzinski on the pole here outside. The 11 of Dale Charlier needing to catch up to the 75 of Kurt Havitt on the points. Not a good start. They got going a little early that time. says Greg Wheeling, our flagman. Gene Amos, his assistant, here tonight as Mark Brzezinski in the 61. Dale Charlier in the 11, looking better this time off the 4th turn. They come, the green is out. Oh my, 4 wide there. Whoa, Wayne Tessine backed out of that move. Probably a wise move on Wayne's part. They were 4 wide. 3 wide maybe, 4 wide, that's cutting a little close. Dale Charlier is your leader here in car number 11. 61, Mark Brzezinski in the 2nd spot. 37, Bernie Patanowick is 3rd. And Dave McManus in the 17, 42, Paul Bush, and Wayne Tessine in the 10. Back here weighs the 7 of Ian Parasulik. Dale Charlier means business. Tri-State Motorsports Chem Oil 11 needs to make up 18 points on the 75 of Kurt Habadale. Habadale will be in the next heat in the 75. Charlier leading the race for 2nd, 61 Mark Brzezinski, and 37 Bernie Patanowick. 17 Dave McManus in 4th, and Paul Bush in the 42, and the 10 of Wayne Tessine challenging Bush on the inside coming off the 4th turn. Past the halfway point with 5 laps down. Charlier in the 11, heading for the checkered flag, the Tri-State Motorsports Chem Oil 11 out of Midway. 61, Mark Brzezinski 2nd. Charlier takes the win. Brzezinski 2nd. I said, why did Green is out. Darren Miller, the City Coin 16, up with the lead. The 75 to the inside of the 77 of Matt Smith for 2nd. 16, Darren Miller is still your leader. Habedel on the 75, closing in on Darren Miller, your leader. Trying to keep that points lead intact. 18 points ahead of Charlier coming into this event. If he were to finish second, he would lose 2 points because Charlier won his heat. Halfway, 4 to go. Darren Miller with his hands full. The City Coin 16, followed by the Kodak Gold 75 of Kurt Habedel. Habedel slingshots off the second turn, going for the lead into turn 3. Hard on the bottom. Miller in the groove up top. 77 Matt Smith running a strong third. They're will to will for the lead. It's still Darren Miller showing the way. 3 to go. Fourth is the 71 of Mark Moats. Fred Varney's 43 running fifth. Then we got a spin here. Joe Hopkins in the 217. He's sitting in the fast lane in 4. The yellow is out. Out of the country. Off of 4. Looks like Kurt Habedel going to get that lead. And he does on the round of 16 of Darren Miller. To go, 1 to go. Fred Varney sitting in turn 4 this lap. Yellow is back out. Kurt's back on the gas. Green is out. 1 lap dash. Matt Smith in the 77 putting the heat on the 16 of Darren Miller for second. Checker flag out for the Kodak Gold 75 of Kurt Habedel. Habedel the winner, Darren Miller in the 16 second, 77 Matt Smith third, 71 Mark Moats fourth, and 43 Fred Varney fifth. Now with Habedel wins, Kurt Habedel has to finish fifth or better to win the championship. Sixth, they would tie. Seventh or worse, Charlier would be your champ. We'll see what happens in the feature. No guarantee that Dale Charlier will win. But if that were to happen. All right, this is the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club Senior Series race for guys who have never won a feature. 05, Jack Folkmeyer. 68 is Dave Swartzlander. 76, Tom Knight Sr. 97, Don Boyer. Bob McWilliams in the 72, and the 52 is Dwayne Money. Winner of this feature or heat race will get a trophy for their first ever win. Falkmeyer running away with things in the 05. Tom Knight Sr. second. Dave Schwartzlander 68 third. Then the 97 of Don Boyer and the 72 of Bob McWilliams, followed by the 52 of Dwayne Money. Schwartzlander 68, close call with the wall there coming off of turn 4. Now he heads for the inside. They went from the outside to the inside, scaring the hell out of Don Boyer in the 97. One lap to go. First win, Jack Falkmeyer in the 05. He'll get a trophy on the front straightaway. Way to go. 76, Tom Knight Sr. second. That race for third continues. It'll be Dave Schwartzlander in the 68, then the 97 of Don Boyer. Followed by the 72 of Bob McWilliams, and next in line will be the 52 of Dwayne Money. Gamble has the lead in the Jeff Bonashevsky 10. Now we know that car can win, so if it doesn't, it must be the driver. 04, Larry Walters running second. The 1 of Don Luffy and the 603 of Glade Neal battling for third. That'll bring back a few memories. Don Luffy going against Glade Neal. Then 98 Bob Stanford, 19 Bob Steiger, and 26 Ed Bayshar. Neal to 603, third, trying to put a little heat on the 04 of Larry Walters for second. Back a ways, Bob Steiger the 19 and Bob Stanford the 98 going at it. Halfway, 4 down and 4 to go. Race for 4th, 5th, and 6th, too. Don Luffy in the 1, Bob Steiger in the 19, and the 98 of Bob Stanford. The feature will be lined up by points, so your finish here doesn't matter. So I'm sure that's why Mr. Steigers and Stanford are back in the middle of the pack. They're not going to risk anything here. Don Gamble with a big lead here in car 10 as he takes the 2 lap to go sign. Don Luffy puked a motor, looks like, in the 1. The orange 1. Up in a cloud of smoke. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. So Don... Larry Walters in the 04 getting a little anxious. Now they come off to speed off of turn 4. Look at this, down the front straightaway. Walters on the outside, able to take the lead. Bob Steiger to 19, quickly moving to third. Maybe. Glade Neal in the 603 back underneath him. Down the back straightaway, Gamble in the 10 trying to take the lead back for Walters. Things were close there for a moment. Here comes Glade Neal, coming for the white flag. Larry Walters still leading. Don Gamble now second. Glade Neal third. Bob Steiger fourth. And Ed Bayshore and Bob Stanford. Gamble again has a thought on the outside. He'll go into turn 3 up top. Walters down low as they come for the checkered flag off of turn number 4. Walters slides up. Gamble slides by. He'll take the win. Glade Neal comes to second. Oh, Mr. Gamble. Impressive showing there by our fearless roving Mike, Don Gamble. Glade Neal with a big charge there.
And we've been real privileged to be involved with Ben in that car, and we're just excited about the way he's racing tonight.
You guys have been pretty involved with racing in general. I know you had Dale Earnhardt's car down there just a short time ago, right?
That's right. This past Tuesday, we had the Good Wrench car at the dealership.
Chevrolet Gallery Interiors, Old Allegheny Shop 99, Ben Miley from Benicia. Moving up into position in the Bradish Auto Sales 5, Lou Bradish. And the number 1 Concord Automotive 1C from Evans City, Lynn Geisler, our 1994 track champion. The Mag Shop, Malkwood Racing Engines T8 of Mark Banal from Dillonville, Ohio. Next row, the SB Machine Equipment Service 34, Bobby Burgess from Allison Park. In the T3, the March Planning T3, Keith Zimmerman from Pleasantville. The Auction Barn 09 from Girard, Ohio, Dale Fuller. And the Belich Excavating 48 from Aliquippa, Big Ben Belich. And from Aliquippa in the 74, Dudley Dow. Dudley Dow in car 74. 25 fast and furious laps for the Wolf's Head late models on the Monster Half Mile. Next week, they'll be running twin 20s 2 weekends to the Pittsburgh 100. Top to Scene in the 1 and Kip Moore in the 00 bring the field around, looking for the green. On the throttle in turn 4, and the green is out. Here they come down the front straightaway. Kip Moore on the outside will take the lead in turn 2. Waring in the 4 takes second. To Scene in the 1 drops to third. Thomas is fourth. Flinner runs fifth here in the early going. Off of turn number 4. No change in your top 5. 1 lap is down. The Georgetown General. Kip Moore shows the way. Car 4. Bob Waring Jr. in second. Tassine still third. Thomas fourth. Running fifth. The 84 of John Flinner. Flinner now pressuring Thomas in turn 4 for that 4th spot. Petrucci, Mike Johnson, Randy Kimmel, Lynn Geisler are next in line. Kip Moore and Bob Waring Jr. pulling away here in the early going. Moore your leader, the Georgetown General, followed by Waring. Tassine still third. Thomas pushing high off of 4, runs fourth. Flinner is fifth. Johnson, Petrucci, Geisler, and Kimmel. Mike Johnson now in car 2 alongside of John Flinner for a moment in that second corner, but he gets loose coming off the corner and lose a couple of spots going down the back chute. Moore and Waring still leading. Geisler now trying to make it stick down low in the number 1 Conklin 1C. Geisler to the bottom of the racetrack, challenging Mark Petrucci in the 5, John Flinner in the 84. They run positions 5 and 6. Still out in front. Kip Moore followed by Bob Waring Jr. Geisler now moving into the top 5 in the Concord Automotive 1C. Geisler around Thomas for 4th. Flinner tries to take Thomas on the outside in the 84 for 5th. He'll make the pass going into 3 as Geisler now tries to pass the Coors 1 of Tubb Tassine for 3rd. Out in front it's still the 00 of Kip Moore followed by the 4 of Bob Waring Jr. Lynn Geisler and Tubb Tassine dueling for 3rd. Off of turn 2. It's It's still Tessine. 74, Dudley Dow in the pits. Here comes John Flinner in car 84. Flinner up into the one of Tom Tessine. Gets by him. Flinner now fourth. Tessine ends up back in the sixth spot as Petrucci in the 5 moves to 5th. Your leader, Kip Moore, the Moore's Trucking. Harry's Unical 00, followed by the Franklin Racing Supply for Reese Cars and Credit 4, Bob Waring Jr. Third now, the Concord Automotive 1C of Lynn Geisler. The Phil Lucon Rev Fab 84, John Flinner 4th. The Medical Center Brace Service 5 of Mark Petrucci is 5th. 9 laps complete, 9 to go. Your top 2 cars with a straightaway advantage over Lynn Geisler. Next is John Flinner. Keep your eye on Flinner's right rear quarter panel where he made contact with Top Tessine. It may be rubbing the tire. "15 laps remaining. 15 to go, 10 laps are down. Car up high in turn 4, Ricky Thomas in the 40 pushing again. He'll drop back a couple of spots. Your top 10, Moore, your leader, 4 Waring second, 1C Geisler third, 84 Baker fourth, 5 Petrucci fifth, 34 Burgess sixth, T8 Pinnell seventh, 2 Mike Johnson eighth, 5 Lou Bradish ninth, Top Tessine in the 1 and Ricky Thomas in the 40 racing for 10th. The Moore's Trucking. Harry's Unical 00 continues to show the way. That rocket chassis with a Drame engine. Kip Moore, your leader. Bob Waring Jr. staying right with him. Lynn Geisler trying to close in as he runs third. Fourth is Flinner in the 84. Fifth still Petrucci in the 5 as everyone pretty much running around the top side of the Speedway. Bradish in the 5 the exception as he pressures Mike Johnson down the back straightaway. Halfway, 12 laps to go. Geisler is closing in. He's got a long way to go yet. Lap traffic could play a role here very shortly. Kip Moore, your leader, coming off of turn 4 another time. He took the lead at the start with a pass in turn 2. Bob Waring Jr. running second. Mark Pinnell now starting to make some tracks. He's up to 6th in car T8. Burgess in the 34 7th, Bradish in the 5, and Johnson in the 2 race for 8. Tessine in the 1 is still 10th. Kip Moore leading Bob Waring Jr. by 3 car lengths off of turn 2, and Lynn Geisler again closing in. We've got 15 laps down, 16 when they come by, just 9 laps to go. Lap traffic about to play a role for Kip Moore. The Georgetown General off of turn 2 now, trying to work the back of the field. Around the 48 of Ben Bellich into turn 3. Now he moves to the top side of the 09 of Dale Fuller. In front of him the 7K of Randy Kimmel. 8 laps to go. Geisler still third and closing in on the front 2. Down the back straightaway. Kip Moore around the 7K of Randy Kimmel. Bob Waring Jr. trying to follow him, and here comes Geisler mounting the charge. 7 to go. 7 laps to go. Geisler right on the top of the racetrack. In the Concord Automotive 1C. Flinner still 4th, Petrucci 5th, Pinnell 6th, Burgess 7th, Johnson 8th, Bradish 9th, Tessine runs 10th, Thomas 11th, Miley 12th, Zimmerman 13th, all in the lead lap, and then it's your leader. 6 laps to go. Kip Moore around the T3 of Keith Zimmerman in turn 2. In front of him lies the 99 of Ben Miley. Bob Waring Jr. in the 4, staying right with him. Here comes Geisler. We got a car stopping in turn 1. Yellow flag comes out. And now the race will be on. 48. Here we go. Couple of lap cars mixed in there. 7K Randy Kimmel, 09 Dale Fuller. Kip Moore's on the gas. The green comes out. Waring and Geisler on the bottom, but now follows them there. He slides up, though, in turn 4. Coming down the front straightaway. And look out. Things get crowded here for a moment as they head into 1. Pinel's up to 4th. Flinner now 5th in the 84. Your top 5 cars. Single file off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Bobby Burgess running 6th in the 34. Look at Pinel and Geisler. Wheel to wheel in turn 4 for 3rd. Coming off for 4. They're still going at it. Coming out the front straightaway. Pinel makes the pass with an aggressive move in turn 4. Mark Pinel, the T8, racing hard here. The closing laps. Kip Moore still your leader. Waring 2nd. Pinel 3rd. Geisler close to the wall that time down the back chute is 4th. Flinner runs 5th. 4 laps remaining. 4 to go. Now into 6th in car 5. Burgess in the 34-7. Johnson in the 2-9. Running 10. I believe the 40 of Ricky Thomas. 3 laps remaining. 3 to go. Lou Bradish, who started in the 6th row of the 5, trying to take that 5th spot from the 84. John Flinner in turn 2, but can't make it work. Kip Moore has opened up a comfortable lead here, and Pinel moves to 2nd. Waring out of shape in car 4. Waring may have caught a tire. Look out! Catches the 84 of John Flinner and goes spinning. Yellow is out, so this one's not over yet. And it's the 8 of Mark Pinel, Lynn Geisler, Lou Bradish. Moore's on the gas pedal. Here we come into turn number 4. Pinel coming up high another time, and he's got the lead. Mark Pinel's car sticking in the middle of the corner. He's got the lead. Moore now 2nd. Bradish 3rd. Burgess in the 34 trying to take Geisler for 4th, and he does down the back straightaway. Wow, Mark Pinel's car has really been fast on the restarts late in the race. White flag is waving. The Mag Shop Mountwood Racing Engines T8 has run away with it here. He came out of nowhere on the last restart and charged to 3rd. Lines off 2nd on this one and takes the lead from Kip Moore with his car sticking in the middle of turn 4. 2nd win of 1994, the Mag Shop Mountwood Racing Engine T8 of Mark Pinel. Kip Moore 2nd, Bradish 3rd, Bobby Burgess 4th, and Lynn Geisler 5th. Ricky Thomas comes back for 6th. John Flinner in the 84 7th. 2 Mike Johnson 8th. After that, I'm not. The late model feature winner, Mark Pinel.
As I was saying before, we're in business for 76 years, and we've got some great year-end deals going on right now. So anybody in the market for a new or used car, come on down. We'll give you a great deal.
Are you having a nice time?
Oh, great time. This is fantastic.
These beautiful kids belong to you?
Yeah, they're mine.
You're a lucky man.
Mark, yeah, Mark.
Let's talk about the restart. Come on down. Let's talk about the restart. It looked like Kippy had everything under control, but like a rocket, you shot around him there. What was your strategy?
Well, you know, I thought I was pushing a little bit there. I got up on Lynn a little bit, and I thought I had him cleared, but we touched there. And I knew I was pushing off the corner there, and I tried to give Kippy a little room there on that restart. I hope I didn't cut him or anything. You know, I hate to try to drive that way, but when the car's pushing a little bit, everyone knows, you know, that you're sliding up across the track, and you try to keep the car down, but it won't stay down.
Your second win this year, it puts you in sole possession of 5th place on the all-time feature winners list here for the late models. You and Roy Miller were tied. You've passed Roy. That's a pretty prestigious group of people to be fifth on the all-time winners list. How do you feel?
Yeah, it makes me feel real good. I just wish we could have surpassed that goal a little earlier this year, but we had a lot of trouble here, so now it's starting to work a little bit.
Are you aware of the fact that you're the highest finishing driver with a bullet chassis and you want a new one?
Yes, I do, and I've been talking to Ray every day about it.
And a special thanks goes out to Ray. That's kind of a nice way to end up the year.
Exactly, yeah, it makes it worth it coming here weekly, just for that purpose, since I'm driving a bullet. And that's why we've been here on a weekly basis, is to get a new chassis and to be free.
You got twin 20s next week and then to Pittsburgh. Any thoughts on that? What's the game plan?
Well, I hope we can just get the car a little better, and maybe if the track surface stays as good as it's been the last couple weeks, we should be able to run a couple good 20-lappers here next week, and Pittsburgh should be one heck of a show.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Now, while I'm at it, I want to mention that
The lap feature event, 75 Mel Minnick Jr., then the 99C of Ricky Thomas. So there's a heavy front row. Those two had some real fast cars last Saturday. Thomas has been fast all year with 9 wins. Then it's the 29 of Rick Armstrong, followed by the 14 of Ed Dunn, 11A Charlie Jasinski, and the 04 of John Beatty, 64 Andy Catsellis, and 47 Russ Dunn, and the 5 of Rich Gasparovich, the 26 of Sam Stow, 5 Y Kirk Young, and the 10 of Alex Makar, 7 Dwayne Pofflam, and the 44. Next in line, New York Limited Late Models. Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75, Ricky Thomas in the 99C, lineup 1 and 2. Minnick has 2 wins this year. Thomas has 9. And Minnick wins the drag race off of turn 4 as the green drop. Boy, did he get a start. Somebody didn't get a good start. Rich Curry in the 3 looks like his nose is all busted in. The 7 of Dwayne Pofflam was also slow. 7's got a problem. Looks like the left rear tire's flat on Dwayne Pofflam's car 7. He's headed to the pits as Mel Minnick Jr. leads the way with Ricky Thomas second, Ed Dunn in third. Your fourth place car is the 29 of Rick Armstrong, running fifth, the 64 of Andy Catsellis, and then the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. 04 John Beatty, 47 Russ Dunn, and 26 Sammy Stow here in the early going. Spinning in turn 1 and 2. 47 Russ Dunn up against the outside wall of the second turn. And we got a bunch of cars together on the back straightaway. After the yellow came out, Russ Dunn driving away from turn 2, but we've got several cars crashed on the back straightaway after the yellow came out. Head to the back chute, forget turn 2. Russ Dunn in car 47. 2 laps are down. Don't forget tomorrow, the Hillbilly 100 out of Pennsboro. Davey Johnson, the defending champ there. I mentioned earlier, Davey picked up the win last night in the Stars race at Beckley, West Virginia, to pad his point lead, which had been shrinking. Here we go. Mel Minnick Jr. on the outside for the restart. Thomas edging ahead of him now. Minnick takes off. Thomas is with him. The drag race is on. A pair of drag racers coming down the front straightaway. And this time it's Thomas. Obviously this track is suckering in some of the drivers. Everybody thinks the outside's faster, but the last 2 restarts in the late model feature and now here in the York Limited show the inside's the way to start. And look at Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75 past Ricky Thomas for the lead. How many times has that happened this year? One stout race car. And the Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. not fooling around. Like last week for a while. Thomas the 99 running second. Dunn in the 14 still third. 64 Andy Catsellis in fourth. Rick Armstrong's 29 fifth as Thomas takes a look to the inside coming off of turn 4 that time. Alex May car slows in car 10. Hood is coming up. He's got some front end damage from one of the earlier skirmishes. Looks like he'll head to the pits in the Jukes Body Shop Cox Machine 10. Mel Minning Jr. down the back straightaway shows the way with Ricky Thomas second. 14 Ed Dunn still third, has his hands full with the 64 of Andy Gonzalez, who gets high in turn 4. Charlie Jasinski running fifth in the 11A. Then the 04 of John Beatty, the 26 of Sam Stow, 29 Rick Armstrong, 44 Jim Paul, and running 10th, the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. Thomas again looks to the inside in turn 4. But Minnick will be a leader down the front chute. No change in the batting order. Your top 5, 6, 7 spots stay the same. Staying close to the 75 of Belmini Jr. as they drop into turn 3. Thomas again will look one groove lower, but can't make it stick in 4. He'll follow Minnick off the corner. Halfway, 10 down and 10 to go. Certainly no room for error for Mel Minnick Jr. in the Gary's Car and Truck Rental. Auto sales, 75. Thomas again starting to close in. Looks like Thomas picking up some speed here. Or Minnick is slowing down just a bit. The L. Thomas Body Shop, J. Allen Steel 99 looks to the inside another time. Can't quite get there. Mel Minnick Jr. your leader. Ed Dunn running a strong third in the 14. 64 Andy Gonzalez fourth. Fifth is the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. 60-04 John Beatty. 7th 26 Sam Stow. 8th the 29 of Rick Armstrong. 9th the 5 of Rich Gasparovich. And the 44 of Jim Paul is 10th. Here comes Thomas again. 2, 3, and 4. Trying to get underneath the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. 8 laps to go. On the outside, off the second turn, for a minute there, Thomas took a peek. Decides to follow Minnick down the straightaway. Ricky Thomas really starting to pour the heat to the back bumper of Mel Minnick Jr. Just like last week, Minnick's car not as fast through 1 and 2 as it is through 3 and 4. 1 car length lead for the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. as they race into turn 3. 6 laps to go, 6 to go. Minnick down a little lower this time. He can leave that outside door open and Thomas may get there. Into turn 3. Ricky Thomas, Mel Minnick Jr. Minnick leading, Thomas doing the chasing. Looking for his 10th win. Minnick trying to win number 3. 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Thomas again starting to build up speed on the outside in 1 and 2. But Minnick holds him off down the back straightaway. Thomas reels him in as they enter turn 3. Ed Dunn still third, fourth, the 64 of Andy Gonzalez. Minnick's car seems to be getting a little loose. 4 laps to go. Running fifth, the 11A of Charlie Jasinski. Beatty's 04 is sixth. It's down the 26th, 7th. Armstrong in the 29th, 8th. Thomas slipped that time in 1 and 2. He drops back about 7 car lengths. 3 laps to go. Lap traffic could play a role here in the closing stages. 3 laps remaining. Gary's Car and Truck Rental 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. being chased by the L. Thomas Body Shop. J. Allen Steel 99 of Ricky Thomas. 14 Ed Dunn third, 64 Andy Gonzalez fourth, 11A Charlie Jasinski still fifth with Beatty sixth, Dow 7th, Armstrong 8th, Gasparovich 9th, and Paul 10th. Here come your leaders. 2 to go. And lap traffic in front of Mel Minnick Jr. Ricky Thomas was 7 car lanes back about a lap and a half ago. He's now on Minnick's bumpers. They head into turn 3. Coming for the white flag. Going to get interesting here in the closing laps. Off of Ford, still Minnick. 1 to go. Into turn 1. Thomas running strong on the outside. Follows Minnick in turn 2 down the back straightaway. Ricky Thomas going to make his move. Tries to get alongside of Minnick into turn 3. Lap traffic down there. The 55 of Bill Nepper will block Thomas's pace. Nepper's coming up high. Minnick gets squeezed. Yes, he'll take the win. Thomas second. Almost wasn't enough room for Mel Minnick Jr. Ed Dunn third. Andy Catellis fourth. Charlie Jasinski 5th, John Beatty 6th, Sam Stiles 7th, Rick Armstrong 8th, Rich Gasparovich 9th, and 10th will go to the 76 of Dave Wade. Truck rental, Auto Sales 75, pulling into victory lane, rocket chassis out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania, down in the Fayette County area. Ricky Thomas had already sewed up the track championship. Mel Minnick will finish a solid second in the point standing. So congratulations to Mel. He'll finish in the runner-up spot in the points race. Not a bad 94 season with 3 wins.
Now, you talk about close racing. Him and Ricky Thomas really putting on a show.
Yeah, I tell you, Ricky Thomas worked him high in 1 and 2 and low in 3 and 4, and then went for it on that last lap going into 3. Bill Nepper in the 55. The lap car sort of got in his way, and then Nepper came up and almost got a piece of Minnick. It was exciting. Both races so far tonight, the Wolfstead Late Model feature and the York Limited Late's going right down to the wire.
We're spoiling the fans, but I like it.
I tell you, Mel has certainly been consistent here in the second half of the season. We said this is his 3rd win on, and he will finish second in the points race behind Ricky Thomas. So it's been a good year for Mel Minnick Jr.
We're going to explain a little problem he had last week. Might have changed the complexion of things. Who knows? Ricky Thomas, good, smooth, clean, fast racing. Got a little hairy there toward the end coming up on that lap car. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I thought Shorty was going to keep sliding up, not for him too close to the checker. If I have to go over upside down, backwards, however, I was going to do it.
Well, I saw Dad do that one time. He crossed the line upside down. Hey, running good. We were talking earlier. You had a problem last week. You still had a good run, but what happened last week and how'd you fix it?
We had freshened the engine up, and somehow I got the wrong push rods. They were stock engine push rods. They couldn't take all that pounding for 40 laps, and I broke one with 4 laps to go, I think, and we were running on 7 cylinders.
So you told me tonight we got good push rods. We're ready.
Absolutely. Last week I was a little down, after the race. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, especially my crew, Gary's Auto Sales, Ferris's Auto Body, Dick Cruz Engines, and Bendick Ford. If it wasn't for everybody there, we wouldn't be here again tonight.
And you got your good luck charm here tonight. Dad's here tonight.
I made him ride down with me also.
Hey, now, interesting scenario. You and Ricky been mixing it up pretty good. Mike Johnson in there for a while, Richie Curry. Now, Ricky's moving up, so you are the heir apparent. You're going to be the man.
I hope so. I've been working hard at it for a couple of years. It took a long time to get here, and hopefully we can stay here.
It's a nice place to be.
Absolutely.
You finished second in the point standings. A super year. We want to congratulate you, and good luck for next year.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year.
All right, Dal.
All right, of course, we will still be running the York Limited Lates next week. And 2 Joe Vaca, 93X Rick Wachter, 38 Jim Steffens, 3 Tom Pascutis, 09 Ralph Highsong Jr., the 10 of Jeff Broniszewski, our points champion, 51 Ron O'Passion, 11 Pete Laurie, 92 Bob Heim, 1C Jim Zarin, B4 Dave Slade, 55 Willie White, your feature winner starting 12th, feature winner last week, 20 Dave Cork, the 12 of Bob Damron, 57 Stas Shadowski, 19 T Vince Totino, 7Z Tony Shevchek, 67X Danny Rich, 83 Robert Freshour, 01 Frank Schneider. We'll check on that 44. the son of Herb Scott, driving spectator stock 44. How the hell did that come? And green flag is out. Green is out. Oh, on the front straightaway. 10 Jeff Bonaszewski gets away from it for a moment. There was a couple of cars together. Joe Vaca is your leader, 93X Rick Wachter second. 38 Jim Steffens, 51 Ron O'Patchin. Ralph Hysong Jr. in the 09 is fifth. Then it's Jeff Bonaszewski, Mr. Excitement Joe Vaca trying to keep that Ford at the helm. Pressured by the 93X of Rick Wachter. Oh, Frankie Schneider going to do a little thrill show for us on the front straightaway. Took that one out of Joey Chitwood's pages. Oh, not a good place to now he goes, but too late. The yellow is out. The yellow is out. All right, back is on the throttle and the green is out. Rick Wachter close to back in 1 and 2. Oh, maybe a little bump off of 2 down the back straightaway. Back is still the man. Wachter second. Ron O'Patchin sits third. Jim Steffens having a good run tonight. The 38 is fourth. Jeff Bonaszewski to 10 fifth. Look at Wachter pressure back on the bottom side. Rick Wachter, the 93X, Jeff Bonaszewski in the 10 have been the leaders of the pack this year and running on the inside. This time it's still Vaca. Rick Wachter, though, really quick through the corners. Ron O'Patchin's 51, a solid third. Steffens in the 38 fourth, Bonaszewski in the 10 fifth, and Pete Lurie in the 11th. Ralph Hysong Jr. in the 09, 7 cars in the lead draft. Willie White slowing down in car 55. Last week's feature winner off the pace in turns 1 and 2. Here they come off of 4, back up a little high in the 2, and Wachter makes another challenge in the 93X. Wee Willie White in the lead, or in the pits, excuse me, in car 55. Black flag being shown for the 92 of Bob Heim. He has a door or fender hanging on the track, we're told. 92, he's got something hanging off the outside of the car body port. Bob Heim with his doors away. You can see that. Bob Heim in the 92, black flag. Didn't say black. 44, Deke Scott in the pits. Jeff Bonaszewski trying to move to 4th in turn 4. The number 10 car alongside the 38 of Jim Steffens as they switch positions. Rick Wachter continues to apply the heat to the 2 of Joe Vaca at the halfway point of this 15-lap spectator stock feature. Boy, Wachter's really quick through the turns of the 93X. Off of 4, he's got his best shot yet. Down the front straightaway, Wachter takes the lead. Going into 1, let's see what happens. Vaca trying to get back by him on the outside. Jumping Joe trying to get back outside. Wachter won't give him enough room. And it's Wachter, your leader. 2 Vaca second, 51 O'Patchin third, Bonaszewski in the 10 fourth, Steffens in the 38 fifth, and Pete Lurie in the 11 sixth. 7th, the 09 of Ralph Highsong Jr., 8th, the 1C of Jim Zera, 9th, the 57 of Stott Shadowski, and Tom Pascutis in car 3 runs 10th, 5 laps from home. Joe Vaca now trying to take up the chase of Rick Wachter's 93X. Vaca led the first 8 laps. He's closing on Wachter off at 2, big time down the back straightaway, right on his bumper as they go into 3. Wachter may have a problem here. And we got a car in the pits, the 01 of Frank Schneider. Rick Wachter still leading, but that lead shrinked on that last lap. 3 laps to go. Vaca makes another run off of turn 2, tries the outside, not enough room. 2 laps to go this time by, 2 to go. Rick Wachter trying to hold off Joe Vaca. 51 Ronald Patch in 3rd, 10 Jeff Bronaszewski 4th, Pete Laurie now 5th in car 11. Wachter with a 3-car length lead this lap down the back straightaway. One came out on the racetrack from the back pit gate. 01 Frank Schneider coming out on the racetrack from the back pit gate. Can't do that. White flag, 1 to go. Final lap. The W.R. Minden Sons Custom Homes 93X of Rick Wachter brings the field off of turn 4, checkered flag waving. Rick Wachter your winner, Joe Vaca in the 2 second. Ronald Patchins 51 will take 3rd, the 10 of Jeff Bronaszewski 4th, 11 Pete Laurie at 5th. Then Jim Steffens, Ralph Highsong Jr., Jim Zarin, Stott Shadowski, and Tom Pascutis rounding out the top 10.
Ford right up there, but you were not to be denied. Some of your thoughts on the race?
They come a long way with that Thunderbird. It's a good running car. We had to go back to the old engine and mix some parts here and there, and it seemed to come together.
You tied Jeff Bronaszewski tonight with the most wins. You each have 6. Pretty impressive season.
Yeah, we're running good. Halfway through the season, we started having some breakdowns and everything, and that cost us a lot of points in the championship maybe, but we had a good come back here, you know.
The heat and the feature wrap up, finish out the point season. 6 wins. I think you guys ought to be proud. I want to congratulate you.
We're real proud. We got a good crew, kept the car together. We're real happy.
All right, Dal.
Figured out in Pennsylvania's largest and the world's largest wolf's head distributor. Turn 4, the green is out. Mark Moats, your leader. Not anymore. It's the 77 of Matt Smith. Bernie Patano, we charged. Hey, goddamn, all right. Bernie Patano, we can car 37 on the outside. Takes second. With a burst of speed. Oh, Wayne Tessine in the 10 almost got the wall, almost got Kurt Habitel there for a moment in 1 and 2, but he escapes both. And as they say, the race is on. Matt Smith leads, Bernie Patanowick second. And a 71 Mark Moat, 17 Dave McManus, 16 Darren Miller, the 11 of Dale Charlier. 61 Mark Arborzinski and 75 Kurt Habitel are next in line down the back chute. Brzezinski in the 61 moves to the inside of 16, Darren Miller on the back straightaway. Down. Matt Smith, your leader. Yellow is out. .217, Joe Hopkins. Off the fourth turn, green is out. Matt Smith. Leads him into turn one with Brady Patanovic second. Charlier moving up to third. Oh, into the wall and bouncing off the wall to 71 of Mark Moats. They roll off him for another time. Matt Smith showing the way from Charleroi. 10 laps to go, 10 to go. Mark Moats in the 71 being black flagged. He's dragging some sheet metal and body parts. He hit the wall in turn one about a lap earlier. Matt Smith still leading, got a little out of shape there coming off of four. Brady Patanovic continues to apply the pressure. The 37 was Charlier in the 11th, third, 61 Markov Brzezinski, 4th, 16 Darren Miller, 5th, and 75 Kurt Havedale in 6th. McMahon is 7th in the 17, and the 10 of Wayne Tassine, the 43 of Fred Varney, the 70 of Parent Solik, and the 42 of Paul Bush, followed by Joe Hopkins in the 217. Closing in. Brady Patanovic and Dale Charlier now really running with the 77 of Matt Smith, and Havedale, the 75 on the outside, gets around the 16 of Darren Miller, moves into 5th. Charlier going to try and make a move down on the bottom in car 11. Coming off of turn 4. He's still third. Brzezinski in the 61 also down low. In turn 2 is Havedale, the 75 closes on him down the back chute. As Kurt Havedale can keep the 11 of Dale Charlier in sight. He's probably pretty much got the points championship locked up with an 18-point lead coming into this event. 5 laps to go. Charlier will slide in on the bottom in turn 1. He'll end up still in third as they exit turn 2, and Havedale the 75 close to the wall in turn 2 that time. The Kodak Gold 75 had to back out of it for a moment. Havedale again topside in turn 4. Charlier trying to work alongside the 37 of Bernie Patanovic for second, and Havedale even up with Markov Brzezinski 61 and now passes him in turns 1. Havedale is in 4th. Matt Smith continues to lead. 3 laps to the finish. Bernie Patanovic second, 11 Dale Charlier third, 75 Kurt Havedale fourth with 2 to go, 5th. 61 Markov Brzezinski and 16 Darren Miller, wheel to wheel going into turn 1. Charlier in the 11. Again, closing on Patanovic off of turn 2, but unable to make the pass. And now Havedale on the 75 is right with Charlier as we take the white flag here. 1 lap to go. Matt Smith opening up a bit of a lead in the 77. Matt won here on July the 30th, his first ever win. Really his first full season of driving. out of Charleroi. The race for second, third, and fourth, and getting interesting here in the final lap. Off the fourth turn, the win will go to Matt Smith in the 77. Let's see what happens behind him. Bernie Patanowicz will take second. 11, Dale Charlier third. 75, Kurt Haberdale fourth. And the 61 of Mark Obrzezinski will get credited for fifth. How about a nice hand for your unmodified feature winner, Matt Smith. Matt Smith gets the win. The folks from Calusi Chevrolet present him with the trophy. Matt, come on down here. Congratulations. I tell you what, you look strong. You got the lead early on, and you were impressive.
Thanks. We made a gear change, and that's what I needed. I mean, once I got on the restart out front, I was just hoping I could stay out here.
It wasn't easy. Bernie Patanowicz in the 37 was right there. Dale Charlier was right behind him, and Kurt Haberdale behind him. I'm sure you were not aware of that, but there wasn't any room to make a mistake, and you didn't make one.
Thanks. I didn't know anybody was behind me, and I'd much rather be that way than I don't know anybody's behind me. But the car was working great. I got to thank my girlfriend and True Value Hardware. My mom, my dad, everybody helps us on the car.
This is really your first full year, right?
Yeah, this is the first full year in the car.
You got to feel great with 2 wins. Will we see you in the modifieds again next year?
Most definitely.
Congratulations and best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
All right, have a nice hand for Matt Smith and his happy fans out here on the front straightaway. Next up. Looking for the green flag. Bob Steiger, the series point leader, on the pole. They're lined up by points. Bob Stanford second, and the green is out. Steiger takes the lead with Stanford second. Tom Knight Sr. third. Don Boyer in the 97 fourth. And Ed Bayshard, Blake Neal, and Don Gamble as they race into turn 3. Don Gamble on the move early on in car number 10, trying to break into the top 4 down the back straightaway. And he's around the 97 of Don Boyer. Still Bob Steiger, the 19, followed by 98, Bob Stanford, and Tom Knight Sr. in the 76. Gamble in car 10 now, trying to take third from the 76 of Tom Knight Sr. Alongside of Tom Knight Sr. and Don Boyer, the 97, right with him on the outside. Behind them, 26 Ed Bayshard, 603 Glade Neal, 04 Larry Waters. Bob Steiger, leader, completing lap number 4. 10 another time, trying to take third as they race into turn 3. He'll make the pass. Bob Steiger still leads. Bob Stanford in the 98 second, Gamble in the 10 third, Tom Knight in the 76 still fourth. Don Blair in the 97 fifth. Then it's Ed Bayshar, Larry Waters, Glade Neal, Jack Volkmeyer, and Don Luffy. This is 20 laps, so we're not getting quite to the halfway point yet. Wayne Money in the 52 being shown the move over flag. Positions 4 and 5, 97 Don Boyer and 04 Larry Walters now, both gone by the 76 of Tom Knight. Ed Bayshar on the 26 also moving up. Has closed in on the 98 of Bob Stanford for second. Bob Steiger in the 19th still leads. Trying the inside of Stanford in turn 4. Halfway. 10 laps to go. 10 to go. Down 12 laps down this time by Bob Steiger is your leader. Steiger's lead now almost a full straightaway. The race for second continues between the 98 of Bob Stanford, the 10 of Don Gamble. Also on the move as he closes in on the second and third place car. Walters running fourth, fifth is the 26 of Ed Bayshar. Schwartzlander in the 68 gets up high, blocking Bob Stanford in the 98, and Gamble in the 10 gets by for second. Steiger still leads, 4 laps remaining. Larry Waters in the 04 now trying to take third. Waters in the 04 into Stanford in the 98 that time in turn 1 there, Will running for third. 10 of Don Gamble, who runs second. White flag this time. We've got one more lap of the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club Senior Series Championship. Car spinning, car spinning. Larry Walters in the 04. And the yellow is out. The yellow is out. The yellow flag out. Now let's see what happens. He's gone. The green is out. 2 to go. Gamble tries to get alongside as they head into turn 1. He'll fall in line single file. Steiger leads Gamble right on his bumper. Stanford about a car length back in third. Bayshaw fourth. Gamble's car a little loose coming off at 2 as Steiger opens up a 3-car length lead as they head for the white flag. One lap to go. Out of the back straightaway one more time. He's let it all 20 laps. 19 3/4. Here he comes for the checkered flag. And the 19, taking the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club Senior Series win, Bob Steiger with Don Gamble second. Bob Stanford third, Bayshaw fourth, and Boyer fifth. Your series. Don Gamble will come home second. Third was the 98 of Bob Stanford. Correction, Bob Steiger.
Get back here!
Well, Bob, I apologize. I had the wrong... This microphone's killing me. It's too loud. I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, let's talk about that win. Was that it the whole way? Were you a little worried with that last caution?
Yeah, I was, especially when I seen Don Gamble. I know how much he'd like to beat me.
He was talking about he was charging to the front, but he got to second. He was a good straightaway behind you, and then when that caution went, I'm sure his eyes got about this big.
I'm sure he was surprised to see that. I didn't want to see it, but I'm sure he was happy to see it.
How many wins is that for you now this year?
That's 7.
Been a good year?
It's been a very good year. I had a very good year last year. Having 2 seasons like this in a row is just unbelievable.
You ready to unretire yourself?
Yes, I would like to quit this year myself. Just with my girlfriend and summertime and everything, I'd like to sell the car and get out. This car is for sale. It can be bought anyway, without motor, with however.
Well, congratulations on a job well done, and best of luck in whatever the next endeavor may be.
Thank you very much, sir.
Bob Steiger, the winner tonight of the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club Senior